Here. Welcome to Elliott Wave News channel by Wave Strategy Advisors. And today's webinar is very important because we are going to discuss about where is Nifty right now, standing from perspective of new wave analysis, advanced Elliott wave analysis, and why has the momentum been reducing all the while Nifty has moved from the zone of lower levels of around 9,075, and if you look at it, it has touched the level of 936070 odd levels, but there has been no momentum over past 4 to 5 days, and more majority of the time markets have been moving in sideways action. And during all this scenario, independent stocks have been outperforming, whereas majority of the broader market has been underperforming. Even if you might have seen mid cap and the small cap indices touching new highs, what is important is the number of stocks that are advancing has been constantly reducing, which means that there are lesser and lesser number of stocks that have been contributing towards the rally. Even in the yesterday's session, Nifty managed to close towards the higher end of the day near 9370, 9360 levels, but that was contributed majorly by ICICI Bank, which was up by nearly 10%, and ICICI Bank contributed nearly 160 points to Sensex, which rallied by 250 points in the previous day. So the entire rally, which has happened over past few weeks, I would say, had been on the back of a very selective stocks, and not all the stocks are contributing towards this rally. Now, this is first sign which makes us believe that markets are probably in a distribution mode, or probably it is into the topping zone, I would say. Now, we never came out with a topping zone webinar before because there were some steam still left. After today's session, it is getting much more clearer. The pattern is becoming much more clearer, and I think we are probably in the third standard correction, and which is going to complete very soon. So let me first share across my screen so that you understand the overall pattern and why we think the momentum has been reducing and what it looks like to be in the distribution zone right now. So if you can see the screen, it will just come up. If you can see the screen, you can see this Nifty chart right from 7,900 odd levels, the entire rally which has happened till now over the past few months. Now, a very interesting observation, which probably is not, you'll not find it much of the places, but a very interesting observation you can see here is that Nifty has moved from the lows of 7,900 within this blue channel on the upside. After that movement, prices deviated from that blue channel, entered into the black channel. Can you see that there has been a deviation of the angle? So this was a much steeper channel, and then price reversed, sorry, not reversed, prices changed its course and then entered into a less steeper channel, which is a black channel. After the black channel, can you see now the red channel, which is even less steeper on the upside? It has nearly gone from the angle of nearly around 60 degrees to maybe somewhere around less than 30 degrees. So this clearly shows there has been absolute lack of momentum which has happened over the past few months. Sorry, not few months, I would say few weeks. And this red channel is the one which is working extremely well. And also one important observation is that the entire move on the upside has been in a corrective fashion. There is no impulsive wave. If you consider neo wave, which is advanced of Elliott wave, as per that, at least one of the waves should be extended. Now, in this entire move from 7,900 till now, you will not see a single extension. So by extension, it means that at least maybe wave third, if it is extended, it should be at least 1.618 times of the next non-extended wave. So over here, we can clearly see that is not the case. So if there is no extension in this up move, which means this entire up move is non-impulsive first. Secondly, this entire up move does not fit into any single standard pattern. For example, it is not a zigzag correction from in entirety I am talking. So from 7,900 till now, it's not a single zigzag correction, nor it is a single flat or a triangle correction, which means it is some kind of a complex correction which is ongoing, that is for sure. And in that complex correction, we might be completing W X here. So first standard correction done, then Y and X are a second standard correction on the upside done, and now we are in the third standard correction, which is forming in the form of a wave Z, and this wave Z is probably forming a diametric pattern, which is a 7 leg corrective pattern. So over here you can see the counts as A, B, C, D has come on the downside here. We had E. F was here. If you remember the previous webinars when we talked about how wave F is probably going to complete and we will see the push on the upside. So market here precisely as expected. It completed wave F here. In the daily research report, we very clearly mentioned one move on the upside is pending. And within 3 days, Nifty rallied from the zone of 9,075 and touched the levels of 9,360. After touching that, it continued to move on the sideways. Yesterday, it created some kind of a euphoria by touching near around the zone or closing near 9360. And today, we can clearly see a very sharp reversal back on the downside. So Nifty has reversing from a very important juncture. This is a very important level we have closed right now. The entire diametric pattern is in the very later stages. We can already see a huge divergence. If you look at RSI, there is already a strong negative divergence that is being seen here. And there is a high likelihood that this is the topping zone right now or the distribution which is ongoing. The advanced decline ratio has continued to deteriorate. Majority of the stocks have been moving lower. Look at Tata Motors, what has happened. Look at Tata Steel. Look at Hindalco, the way it has reversed. And now look at the PSU banks, the way it has started showing some kind of a reversal activity. So we are in a distribution zone. This is my take. And I think if the important support level breaks on the downside, then yes, we are going to find out a retracement of this entire up move which has happened from 7900 towards 9370. So the retracement of this up move is going to start. So is it the time to go short now? No, I would not say to go short right now because the important support levels are yet to be broken. You can apply Bollinger Bands in order to identify where the near-term support lies. The important weekly bias is yet to turn negative. We need to see a close below the prior week's low. Once this week closes below the prior week's low, we are going to then, or the next week closes below this week's low, then we are going to probably say the weekly bias has turned negative. So we are at a very, very important juncture. This week formed an outside bar probably, and the next week is going to be very important. So, so over here, from the wave perspective, prices are in a very later stages. This is the distribution pattern, and yes, I think Nifty has entered into a topping zone. So trade cautiously. Look at the crucial levels we have been mentioning in the research report. Break of that support level is going to provide a very, very important negative indication. Also on the upside, look at the resistance level. If that resistance level breaks, then there is a possibility this rally might extend further a bit. But yes, the overall distribution is ongoing because it is confirmed by the breadth indicator as well, the advanced decline ratio as well, and the trend indicator. Apply all those indicators, you will know yourself what I am talking about over here. So that's it from my side in this webinar. We are at an important juncture, and yes, Nifty is in the topping zone. So get ready for some euphoric movement, probably or a trending movement, I would say, because the down move might not be euphoric. So a trending movement very soon, and watch for the important support levels. If that breaks, the trend will be on the downside. Watch for the important resistance level. If Nifty manages to cross above the upper trend line here, then we might be headed for a little higher levels towards the gain projections that was mentioned. So look for those levels, and in case you have any doubts or queries, please feel free to write directly to me on the email ID helpdesk@wavestrategy.com. Visit the website wavestrategy.com. This video will be available there as well at 5 p.m. today, and you can also plot your charts using our charting tool. You can enroll there to receive periodical free updates, or you can subscribe to any of our research products from there. That's it from my side today. Thank you very much for your time, and have a wonderful weekend ahead. Thank you.